Hello, what's up world? It might be a little shaky today, but we're gonna try it. What's up world? This is Lee from Sticks, Strings, and Other Things, my little corner of the internet where I chit chat with you every other week about what crafty things I have been getting my hands into. And today I'm coming to you from my bedroom, which means the tripod is on the bed, which if I move means a little shaky. So I'm gonna try not to move much and we'll see if this works. Again, I am attempting to leave the craft room which is also the kids' room, to him so that he may get all of his college work done, since he is doing college from home and he is taking like 20 credits or something crazy this year, or this quarter, and is very, 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 very busy and stressed. So my weekly little, bi-monthly, every other week, whatever that, every other fortnight, I don't know, fortnightly, there's words, I can't use them. I don't need to add to his stress is all I'm saying. And right now we have a friend staying with us, so there's even less space in the house for me to do this. But I'm going to try to do it anyway, and I will try not to move too much so that the world doesn't go all rocky and rolly for you. We'll see how that goes. Anyhow, like I said, my name is Lee. This is my little area where I talk with like 5 of you, maybe 10, I don't know, just a couple people about my knitting, crocheting, and cross stitch. No crochet this month. No spinning this month either. But I do have some cross stitch. I do have some knitting. I even have finishes. Finishes, people! It's crazy. But first, I'm going to start with, well, normally in the craft room, I would have something hanging right here, and I would talk about it. Well, I decided to pull out one of the, sorry about that, one of the very few things that I have fully finished. And that would be this lady. This is a HADE, or a Heaven and Earth Designs project that I finished years ago. This is Star Maiden by Ian Daniels, and I stitched this up, like I said, years ago. It is full coverage, so yes, all of this black and blue and purple is stitched, and I absolutely love her. This shield down here, that was a pain in the ass, let me tell you. Absolute pain. There's so much going on in that shield. It looks gorgeous though, so I don't care. I love her though. She is absolutely amazing. But I decided that today I would show one of the things that I do actually finish things fully sometimes. This was one of them because she is amazing and I absolutely love her. So, Star Maiden, Ian Daniels, Heaven and Earth Designs, in a frame, fully finished from years ago. Very proud of her. Trying not to shake things too much, but there's only so much room on the bed. And if it's too wibbly wobbly shaky, I will just refilm. I did end up keeping the windy bits from last time. So maybe I'll just keep the wibbly wobbly this time. Maybe you can just focus on whatever you're stitching while you listen to me. Peek occasionally and hopefully it won't make you too crazy. I do have some tea. It is over there. I am drinking some chocolate digestives, but it's going to stay over there probably for most of this so that I don't shake things even more. Right. So I have finishes, like I said. I have two knitting finishes and 1 cross stitch finish. I know, who am I? It's absolutely crazy. So I'm going to start with the cross stitch. I'm grabbing my socks. That's not cross stitch. I'm going to start with the knitting finish. So I'd mentioned that I was in Sock Madness. This was round 2. These are all the bees, and I'm blanking on the designer's name. It was round 2 and I did finish them. They have brioche down the side. They have beads. Oh yeah, lots of beads. And they have bubbles. Yes, yes, all the beads. Brioche, bubbles, and beads. They're absolutely lovely. They were a pain in the butt, but I do really like them. And I have a finished pair, so I'm very proud of myself for that. I did qualify for round 3. And what was it, 2 days ago? 3 days ago? 2 days ago? Something like that. Round 3 started. And it came out. And I looked at the pattern and went, I'm not doing that. I wasn't really a fan of how it looked all the way around. And I am not doing 1-pass brioche and color work on the sock with a fold down leafy cuff thing that's going on. I do not have the brain space right now to do all of that. I am very tempted, however, to just do a normal cuff and then do the color work because it has a really neat leaf pattern down the back of the sock, which I really, really liked. So I am tempted to knit that sock that way and just leave out the front panel of brioche and the leafy fold over cuff. But for now, that's not what I'm doing. So I made it to round 3, but chose not to continue on. Life is just a little too much chaos and too much stuff is going on. So I did finish round 2 though, and I'm very proud of it. Apologies for the light today. I did not bring the light ring in from the craft room / kids room because I forgot, to be honest. So that is one of my finished knitted objects. The other is still drying. Ooh, you could kind of see it hiding in the back. So I did the foreen hat. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's still really damp because I finished it yesterday. This is the foreen hat. It is knit in Woolfolk Far in 2 of their colors, the black and the red. And this pattern came out as a freebie for LYS Day, which was last weekend. And I think it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday was LYS Day. And the yarn store I work in, I work on Fridays. So I bought some Woolfolk Far to make the pattern and got the free pattern. It was just free for that week, that weekend. And I absolutely loved it. It's beautiful, and Woolfolk Far is so squishy and nice to work with. But I love the pattern. It's just gorgeous. But this is still damp, and I have not cut out my ends. I always wait until after it's washed and blocked to do that. They're woven in, but they're not trimmed. So I'm going to lay this back here so it can continue to dry. But it was really fun. I did it in 2 days, and it was a really fun pattern, and I really liked it. I did send in a message to them that the chart they have in the pattern, it got messed up somehow, and the squares don't work. The symbols in the squares don't work. So I sent them a message in for that. Hopefully they will get that updated. You can still do the pattern just fine without it because they have written instructions as well. So that leads us to my cross stitch finish. I have a cross stitch finish. So I joined in with the Peruvian Cats Sal, which was doing the Cat's Reflection pattern by Ana Arroyo from her patterns on Peruvian Flair on Etsy. I think I got all that information right. And here it is. I finished it up. Look at it. Do, do, do. I absolutely love the colors that I chose. It's very Peruvian to me. Absolutely love it. Very happy. Very pleased. This is done on a silk weaver fabric in 28 count, and the color was porcelain, and I used some silky 12. Right, I had evidently forgot to check the memory card and it got full. Sorry. So let's see where I was. Yes, I was talking about my Cat's Reflection piece and telling you what it was. Ah, yes, the sulky thread. It is just a 12-weight sulky, and I don't know what color because it has lost all of its information. I adored stitching this thing up. It was really fun. It was really quick. I really enjoy it. And if I were a talented person, which I am not, and if I had a sewing machine that worked, which I don't, I would so love to turn this into the front of a project bag. I really want to do that. I desperately do. I do not have that skill, nor do I have a working sewing machine. So that's not going to happen. Maybe eventually I'll cave and get a working sewing machine again and try and do things like that. But I would love to get some Peruvian-esque fabric, patterned fabric, like some nice bright pinks and blues and all the fun colors that they do in their weavings, and make a project bag with this piece. I just, when I finished it, that's all I could see was that being the front of a project bag. I don't even know how to do that. No clue. But that is what I would love to do with that piece. Not gonna happen. All right, so that is that for finishes. So let's get on to works in progress. And I feel like we're leaning a little bit this way. I guess we're just going to lean a little bit this way because I'm on a bed and because you see, I am a professional podcaster. You can tell this is high quality stuff today, don't you think? High quality. That's why I have like all 5 of you watching me. By the way, thank you for watching me. I do appreciate those of you that do. I am very happy to spend a little bit of time with you every other week and chit chat about what we're doing. I very much enjoy it. If you're new here, well, you know what high quality to expect from this wonderful podcaster of which I am. So, hold on to your shorts, people. No. I might be deleting that. Okay, let me explain. I have this in my Mrs. Brown's bag. This project is living in here. It is my Kushelig shawl that is using the Hue Loco advent calendar from last year, but the way that Hue Loco shut her advent calendar bags was she stapled them shut, and my project just got caught on this staple, and now I have a pulled thread. I fixed it. It's garter stitch. It's really easy to fix a pulled thread. Anyway, let me show off my Kushelig, because I have gotten some work done on this. I have finished a couple of the pieces, and that's because it's my work knitting piece. So I knit on it at work on my lunch break. So I was down here last time. So I finished this purple one. I finished this one. I finished this one, and I remember its name. It was Soot Sprite, because I liked that, Soot Sprite. And now I am working on this nice bright turquoise, bright turquoise piece. So Kushelig is moving right along. I am quite excited and very hopeful that it could be finished sometime in the near future, maybe. Who knows? I'm going to move my little teacup up to where I am now. So, ta-da! Move the little teacup up. So I've been enjoying this one. It is a great project for my lunch breaks because there's no thinking. It's just knit across, do a decrease, knit across, knit across, do a decrease, knit across. Nice and simple, and I very much enjoy it. The only thing I have to do at home, other than weaving in ends, I've gotten lazy and haven't done a few of them now, is set up for the next color. I don't do that at work. It would take too much time on my lunch break. So as long as I have it set up for the next color, I just take it to work. Work on it on my lunch break, and it's fantastic. But I'm very much enjoying that. Here is the color I'm working with right now. I don't remember the name of it, but not that you can tell in this lighting, it does have a little bit of sparkle in it. A couple of these do, so it's rather fun. I, after this one, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more colors after this one, and then it will be done. Yay! I got a bug up my butt and decided to start trying to finish things. I don't know who I am. Who knows how long that'll last? Probably not very long. But because of that, I did pull out my Wicked Queens project bag, in which lives my Gansey Afghan. Yes, the one that I keep breaking my hands on because I knit too much on it. So here's my Gansey Afghan. Woo! I have done one full repeat of the Afghan pattern. The last piece was this one, so now I'm doing a second repeat of the pattern, and I'm hoping to get 3 of them done. Somewhere on here, oh, there he is. Here's my little house stitch marker. That's where I was on this piece the last time I talked about it on the podcast. I absolutely love these. I wish I could get more of them. But getting one of these lovely stitch markers from the Corner of Craft, you have to be on the ball because they sell out very fast. So anytime she's doing a update with her yarns and with her stitch markers, I hop on and usually have missed out because, again, she's in the UK, so either I'm at work or I'm asleep, or it's not timed well for me, which is fine. I mean, it's fine. These are labor-intensive things to make, so she can only make so many. And yeah, I miss out on getting them. It sucks. I'd love more, but she's one woman doing a lot of stitching. Or sorry, yeah, well, no, she does a lot of knitting and of her own, and then she dyes yarn, and then she makes these labor-intensive stitch markers. So yeah, it's fine. But I only have one, and as much as I would love to get more, and I hope someday I will, I hope I luck out. I'm not going to blame the poor lady for not making more of them, because I watch her podcast, The Corner of Craft, and she those stitch markers are labor intensive. Let me tell you, I don't know how she does it. It's magic to me. Anyhow, that is not quite everything that I've worked on. I don't remember where I was last time I showed this guy. I think I'm exactly where I was before. So yeah, not much to show there. The one other thing that I know I've worked on is my Visit Mordor piece from Country Magic Stitch on Etsy. And I love this one because it's those old-fashioned travel posters, only it's for places in Middle-earth. And I was working on all of this down here. So I've reached almost the bottom. Underneath here, there's a piece that will just say Mordor across the bottom. And I love it. Absolutely love it. It's so fun. All right, so that's all my whips. That's all my finishes. So now, let's move on to plans, because I have some. Oh yes, I do. So there's this thing called Mania coming up. Yes, and I started thinking about this a little while ago. I was like, ooh, Mania, that sounds like a lot of fun. Ooh, all those starts, that would be a blast. That sounds like so much fun. I'm not starting 31 pieces. I'm not starting 21 pieces. I'm not starting any pieces because life is chaos right now, and I just don't have the bandwidth to do that. So I started looking at the way other people do it. Oh, they work on whips during the week and then new starts on the weekend. I'm like, oh, that could be fun. Monogamania, that sounded really fun. And I decided I was going to kind of do my own thing. I mean, all these plans sound really, really good, and I liked them. But yeah, I with my knitting and everything else that's going on and chaos and the world being what the world is, I have decided that what I am going to do for Mania, and my Mania plans are, because I'm chaos and I just work on whatever I want, I decided to actually make plans to try and stick with them. I decided I'm going to work on 4 pieces during the month of May. 1 piece has a week, or each piece has a week. So 4 pieces, each one I will work on for the full week when I have time to stitch. So my plans are to start May off with my Blackbird Designs, We Live in Hope. And I'm doing this because I watch podcasts, or floss tubes, and Barbara and the Cereal Starter, I watch them. I love them. They're adorable, and they stitch beauty, absolute beauty. They are doing a Blackbird Designs stitch along every weekend, I think is what their plan is, and their first weekend is this coming up weekend, 1st of May. 1st of May. Inappropriate words begin today, if you know that rhyme. Anyhow, I am going to I'm going to work on Live in Hope. Yeep, yeep, which way do you go? I don't even know. This way. There's a reason I put this little bit in here, because I wanted to figure out which way was up, because it's just on a giant piece of fabric that I don't cut until I'm, willing to later. So that's as far as I am. So for the first week of Mania, I will be working on We Live in Hope. And I'm very excited to start back up on this one because she is so pretty and I absolutely love Blackbird Design pieces, and yay! That's how I'm feeling about that. So I know I'm stitching her the first week. Just gonna have issues zipping things up. She's living in my Paris bag by I don't know who. It's a very nice bag and I like it, but it's Paris. So that'll be the first week. And I don't remember, I think this is what I was planning on the second week. All I remember is the first week because that's the only one I have planned. I mean, I have the other 3 planned out in which weeks they're going to be, but I don't remember them off the top of my head right now, so we're going to guess. I think my second week I am planning to work on this one that week. My beautiful Visit Mordor. Because it's getting closer on to a finish. I doubt I'll finish it in a week, because that's not going to happen. But I'm hopeful that I can get a good chunk done that week. And yes, it's on a very long cut of fabric, because I figure after I finish this one, boop, I'll just do another one, because I bought all of the Middle-earth pieces, because I'm insane. I bought all the Middle-earth pieces, so I want to do them all. So when I finish this one, I'll start another one. But I doubt I'll finish that one in a week, like I said. And this one's living in, I don't know, just some random bag. I don't remember who, where, what, how, but it's another lovely bag. One of the weeks I will be working on my Jane Reese, because I really enjoy knitting these alphabets. I love red samplers. I really, really do. They just delight me so much. So I will be working on her for a week. Then for the last week, I'm going to pull out, and it's living in a very attractive bag. Beauty. But I will pull out my mini months. Right now I am working on October, I do believe. Yes. So, not that you can see much, but there is something there. And there's a little ghosty right there. So I am working on October. And so once I finish October, I have just November and December to do, and then I'll be finished, and then I can try and figure out how to make them look pretty again, and redo the one that I've done because it looks crappy, and then they can live in my little tin star. Yeah. Yeah, because it looks junky. I don't like that. So I'll have to fix that. I don't finish things well, but this I don't even need a sewing machine for. I just need talent, which I also don't have. So that will be the last week, and who knows, maybe I'll finish October. Maybe I'll be able to get into November. And that would be fantastic if I could get some progress on this one, because I have had this one on the go for ever. I mean, I don't even remember when did these come out? And did I get them shortly thereafter? 2004 is when they came out. Sounds like about when I got them too. So I've had them for a long time, and I started them right away. And they've just been sitting there for, we're not going to talk years. We're not going to do math. I don't want to know. Anyhow, those are my Mania plans, and I'm very excited about it. This is my first Mania, and of course that's when the Stitch Mania group on Facebook is quitting. Because, oh well. It seems like people are going to keep Mania going though, and I'm hopeful that that is true, because I kind of enjoy having an excuse to either start things or change my rotation or plan a rotation or make any kind of plans that I may or may not stick with. Here, pinky promise that I'll do my Mania plans. Perfect. Now, while I say I'm going to work on them for a week, that doesn't mean I'm going to stitch on them every day. I don't have a life where I can actually plot that out. I wish I did. But my plan is to stitch on them during that week. And my goal is to work on them at least a half hour every day. That's my goal. That's like my and more is even better. More would be fantastic. But my ultimate goal is to spend a half hour on each of these every day on the week that I said that I was going to stitch them. And I'm hoping that that works. Pinky promise that I'm going to try. Thanks. I need all the encouragement and there's another word I'm thinking of. Accountability. That would be the word. And accountability that I need all the help I can get, people. Hold me to my promises, all right? Come back in 2 weeks and you'll find out whether I at least did the first week, because yeah, we'll see how far I am. Anyhow, next it's a little bit of stash. First, I'm going to show the piece that I was talking about last week, but I had forgot to grab, and that is the engraver's chart that I had to buy because I love alphabets, and this just thrilled me so much, so I had to buy it. So I was trying to explain it last time and I failed. So I remembered to grab it to show it off this time. Engraver's Chart by Liz Matthews. And I love it. No clue when I'm going to start it. I have so many things I should not be buying charts, but I loved this one and could not stop myself. Other than that, just a little bit of yarn this time. Both are from subscriptions. That's the word. This is my yarn for, is it gonna tell me? Nope. April? May. April. I know what month it is. This is the April yarn from the Wool and Honey Sleeping Bear Yarn Club. It is called Queen's Road, or it's Queen's Road, 80% merino, 10 cashmere, 10 nylon, so it's nice and squishy, in the colorway Little Traverse Tulips, which is cute because Wool and Honey is up in Michigan near Traverse City. And it's Queen City Yarns, in case that wasn't obvious. But it's very pinky with a little bit of green. I'm not a big pinky person, but we'll see. And the other thing that I have are my cast of characters, that's what they call it. Cast of characters from Leading Men Fiber Arts. I've been getting them since the beginning. They just mail you out an invoice, or they send you out an invoice, you pay it, and you get 5 mini skeins. They're just releasing them in alphabetical order. Occasionally, the 5 go really well together. Other times, not so much. So here we have, what, Golden Nugget, Glow Stick, seems appropriate, Glacial, which I really, really like, Give a Hoot, which is a very cute name, and Geez Louise. So those are the colors that I have from the last shipment. I do have somewhere my Carnival of Colors minis from my row 1 subscription, but I don't know where I put it. If I was smart, I put it in my Cozy Memories blanket bag, but I couldn't find it in there. So I wasn't smart, and I'm not sure where I put it. Oops. So that's yeah, that's all my purchases. So I'm doing well on that. Doing pretty well on that. Low on the purchases. I have some fabric purchases out for projects that I want to start. It's another reason I'm not doing Mania starts, is I want to get a few things finished. Whether that happens before I start things, who knows? But I have hopes. I have hopes that hopefully Mania, spending a week on a project will help me maybe finish some. So those are my plans. That's pretty much it. Other than that, there's a little bit of life stuff. I hinted at some of it at the beginning with me in the bedroom doing this today. The kid with college and 20 credits, having a friend staying with us for the next while, we don't know how long, and working and being busy. I get my second vaccination shot tomorrow. I'm very excited about it. I got rather ill from the last shot, the first shot that I got. It made me feel like crap for 4 days about, and it wasn't fun. So I have arranged things so that if that happens a second time with this second shot, I have taken time off work and have things set up so that if I am out for another 4 days because of the shot, you know, we've worked it out. And if I end up feeling fine, I'll just go to work. Everything will be fine. It'll be great. So yeah, second shot, then on my way to being fully vaccinated. I'm very excited about that, and I cannot wait. That's pretty much it. Not much is going on. It's still a pandemic. Where I live in the Pacific Northwest, my specific county is not doing well. We have gone backwards in phases. Phase 1, 2, and 3, and yeah, we keep going the wrong direction because people are not social distancing and wearing masks, and just I wish they would, because then we could maybe get done with all of this and people could get vaccinated, and then maybe things could open up more and be safe and be happy, and yeah. That's pretty much all. So this is kind of a shorter one and a little disjointed and chaotic, and I apologize for that, and hopefully not too wibbly wobbly with the bed thing. Otherwise next time I'll be like sitting on the floor in my bedroom or something, who knows. It's just down there. It was even worse light, so I tried the bed, and there's definitely a lean going on here, but you know, whatever. I'm a professional, you can tell. Right. I will let you all go. I thank you for visiting with me again. I, like I have said, very much enjoy being able to come and chat with you, invite you into my little portion of my home, into my little corner of the internet, where we can chit chat about all our wonderful crafts and the things that keep us happy. I have a thread on me. The things that keep us happy and calm and sane. So, give us relaxation, and it's a wonderful thing. Thank you for visiting with me. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I enjoy all of you. And if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button wherever it may be. I don't remember which side it's on. I think it's that one. I never remember, so it's fine. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this, if you want to see if I held on to my pinky promise with you. And let me know what you're working on. Let me know what your Mania plans are. If you have any Mania plans. Who knows? Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't do the Mania thing. Maybe you are one of those mythical creatures that do one at a time pieces. Hats off to you if you are, because that's damn respectable, and I don't know how you do it. Hats off to you. Definitely. On that note, I'll let you go. Watch some other people. Enjoy yourselves. Finish your tea or your drink or your water or your whatever. And I will see you in 2 weeks when it will be May. May. And you can see how far I have made it on We Live in Hope. Woo. That'll be exciting. Until then, I wish you all the best. Happy stitching, happy knitting, happy, just happy. Bye-bye.